The night was colder than usual, the air thick with an eerie stillness. I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, unable to shake the feeling that something was wrong. The house was silent, too silent. Not even the usual creaks of the wooden floors or the rustling of trees outside. Then I heard it, a whisper, faint, almost like the wind slipping through a crack in the wall. "Let me in." I froze, my breath catching in my throat. My heart pounded violently against my ribs. I turned my head toward the sound, but there was nothing there. Just darkness, thick and suffocating. I told myself it was just my imagination, a trick of the mind. But deep down, I knew better. That was the night everything changed. The following nights, the whispering grew louder. At first, it was just a faint murmur, barely audible. But soon, it became clear, distinct. The voice slithered through the room like smoke, wrapping itself around me. It was neither male nor female, neither young nor old. Just a chilling, disembodied voice calling to me from the darkness. "You belong to me." The air became heavy, thick, pressing down on my chest. My limbs felt frozen, as if an unseen force was pinning me down. And then I saw it, a shadow. Not just any shadow. This one moved. It had a form, an outline, but no face. It stood in the far corner of my bedroom, barely visible against the night, yet undeniably there. My body trembled as it took a slow, deliberate step toward me. I wanted to scream, but my voice was trapped inside my throat. The last thing I remember before blacking out was its whisper. Soon, after that night, nothing was the same. I started noticing things, small, strange occurrences that I couldn't explain. My bedroom door, which I always left closed, would be slightly ajar when I woke up. Objects on my nightstand would be moved, misplaced, as if someone had been there while I slept, and the nightmares. They were more than just dreams. I'd wake up drenched in sweat, gasping for air, the feeling of something pressing down on me still lingering on my skin. The worst part? Every time I woke up, I could still hear the whispers. "You let me in." One morning, I caught my reflection in the mirror. At first glance, nothing seemed unusual, but then I looked closer. My eyes, they weren't right. The whites of my eyes had darkened, as if shadows were swirling beneath the surface. My pupils seemed larger, almost consuming the color around them. And then my reflection smiled. Not me. It. I stumbled back, my breath hitching in my throat. The face in the mirror remained motionless, staring back at me with that haunting, knowing grin. Then, in the blink of an eye, it was gone. The following nights were worse. The entity wasn't just haunting me, it was inside me. I could feel it, a constant presence beneath my skin, watching, waiting. Sometimes I'd wake up in different parts of the house, with no memory of how I got there. Other times I'd find scratches on my arms, deep and raw, as if something inside me was trying to claw its way out. Then came the blackouts. Entire hours vanished from my memory. I'd wake up to find strange messages scribbled in my own handwriting. Messages I didn't remember writing. "You're almost ready. The night belongs to me." One night I woke up standing in the middle of my bedroom. The whispering had stopped. Instead, there was laughter. Low, twisted, coming from everywhere and nowhere at once. I turned toward the mirror, and there I was, or what was left of me. The figure in the glass wasn't human. Its skin was pale, stretched too tightly over its bones. Its mouth was twisted into a grotesque grin, revealing jagged, inhuman teeth. And its eyes, pitch black. It raised a hand. So did I. I tried to step back, but my body didn't listen. Then it spoke. "You are mine now." The laughter grew louder, echoing inside my skull. My reflection lunged forward, and I was pulled into darkness. When I woke up, I wasn't in my bedroom anymore. I was standing in a place that wasn't real. The walls pulsed like they were alive, shifting and breathing around me. Shadows crawled along the ground, whispering my name. I turned, desperate to find a way out, but there was none. Only endless blackness stretching in every direction, and then from the darkness, a figure emerged, the Shadow Man. I had seen him before, lurking in the corners of my room, watching me while I slept. But now he stood before me, fully formed. His body was tall, unnaturally thin, wrapped in an abyss of darkness that seemed to devour the light. "You have been chosen," he said. I shook my head. "Number, this isn't real." He tilted his head as if amused. "Oh, but it is." Then he raised a hand, and everything went black. I don't remember what happened after that. All I know is that when I woke up, I wasn't the same. The whispers were gone. The fear, the paralysis, all of it had faded, but so had something else. Me. I looked into the mirror, expecting to see my own reflection, but what stared back at me wasn't human. My eyes were completely black, my skin too pale, and when I smiled, it wasn't me who smiled back. It was him. If you're listening to this, if you've ever felt something watching you in the dark, don't listen to the whispers. Don't let them in, because once you do, you'll never be the same again.